Y'all, today's video hits home. It really hits home for me. I tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because it steps on toes, but it's what we need by all means, and it's what's necessary for us to survive and understand how to be better women. And this is more so a woman angle, a video angled towards my sisters, and that brothers can listen to as well. I'm not against them saying that they can't watch it. Who am I to say such? But today was me and my husband had a conversation, and it got a little heated. And when we got off the phone, it wasn't the best departure, I would say, from off the conversation, dismissing whatever you prefer to put inside of, say for that word or whatever, hanging up or whatever the case may be. And God told me at that moment, he said, be soft. Me and my daughter have a daily affirmation that the Holy Spirit gave us. I'll tell you all soon. Now is not the time for it to be revealed, but there's a daily affirmation. And as I begin to speak it, tears begin to roll down my face. Why? Because I was recognizing that the affirmation that God had gave me was an affirmation of deliverance. And me and my daughter speak it. And it meant the world to me that God gave it to me. And one of the sayings is that the first thing is that God says is that we are beautiful. And one of the second things is that we are soft. And God said, be soft. And I said, what? And he said, be soft. So what am I saying this for? Many of us women, we talk about we want to be married. The society has a way of telling us that marriage is for the weak. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying that everywhere says that. I'm saying that when they say that, they're saying that submission, serving your husband, assuring that he has a plate, saying yes, or not being so combative. They make it like it's a weak woman. Just like on the flip end, they make it like a man submitting to his wife is weak. You get what I'm saying? And God is saying, many of us women are out here desiring love, but because of the history of trauma, because of the surviving what abused us, by nature, we had to survive. And in that surviving, we became hard. What do I mean by hard? It's like a rock. You get what I'm saying? I was soft and delicate as a child, but as life happened and I got into abusive relationships, etc., molestation, evicted, these things now made me hard. You know what a rock is? If you touch it and you know what a rock is. If you touch it, like hit against it, it hurts your toes. It can break something. We've become, in survival, ladies, we have become rock hard. And we want a man to treat us delicately. And I'm talking about me too. Every now and then, with God sculpting me and changing me from being a hard woman, young lady, surviving what I've been through, the lifestyle that God delivered me from, I have conflictions of being soft and having a soft answer versus being a hard one, because I look at my tears and things like that, like you think I'm weak. You think you can step on me and keep ridiculing me, keep on abusing me. But sometimes my perspective is wrong. My baby is not trying to hurt me. He's trying to love me, but he's learning too, coming from, and from my brothers. Some of you came from single parent homes with a woman or dealt with levels of abuse. So you're learning how to be a firm man. Both of us can't be soft, because if we both are soft, there's an imbalancement to be stable. And I get it. So we need to make a decision. Are we going to be who God called us to be in nature? That is Proverbs 31. That is a gentle answer woman. That is a woman who's mentally receptive and submitting, not a combative person. We are not in the army. And what I mean by that, we're in the army of the Lord. But I'm talking about, ladies, we are not on the front line. We are not supposed to be that rock hard. And it's okay in acknowledging that you had to survive. And I was wondering why God allowed me to be back home with my mother, my grandmother. Me and my husband are in a situation that I'm used to living a certain way. Those that follow me, y'all seen how I lived prior and the places that I lived at. But God had a way of showing me the women that I admire the most, they had to survive. And in that surviving, they didn't even recognize that they can be hard mentally. And then inside of being by yourself and independence, you have the necessity, or you have the natural part of you to control surroundings. Now a man comes in there, the right one who's not trying to abuse you, and next thing you know, there's contention, because we weren't able to be soft from prior experiences. Now there's a learning experience. Also, the brother has to learn how to not take advantage of a submissive, soft woman. So today's video is just a question. Are you willing to be soft? Do you choose love? And if you don't even want to be, if you want to be single, okay. But it doesn't stop you from being called to be soft. And it doesn't stop us from being called to be elegant, to be soft, to be bright, to be assistant to a male. It doesn't stop us from that all because we're single. And it doesn't make you weak. Listen, most women that come from balanced households with men, mom and dad in marriage, they tend to be more balanced. They're not as combative. They're not as mentally hard and contentious, and neither are the men being so soft when they come from a balance with mom and dad. They tend to know how to respect and protect a woman. And I come from one that was single, where my mother had to do what she needed to do to survive. You get where I'm saying? And she's amazing, and so did my grandmother. But sometimes we're hard because of survival. And God has to deprogram us if we allow him, and make us soft and elegant, so that that man can value the jewel that's there. He has to feel like a man, like he has something that's soft to protect. And I was wondering why a man just naturally has this umph with his kids. And I'm like, because he recognized they can't fend for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing, ladies, that man or people, that brothers that have little sisters, they know that they can't fend. So we have to allow them to feel like they have something to protect, and that we're not going to override there. You get what I'm saying? I hope this video today was very informative, very gracious, and very encouraging for you. Stay blessed, stay prayerful. Don't give up on love. Trust God, and we're on this journey together. God bless you all.